Hey everybody, this is Randy Santel and welcome to my new YouTube channel, RandySantelRDN. RDN stands for Registered Dietitian Nutritionist. This is video number 1 of many, basically a channel trailer telling you all what there is to come these first few initial months of 2026. Now I'm sure many of you have come over here from posts on my main social media pages, which is awesome and thank you all so much for your time and support. I've been attempting food challenges since 2010, professionally since 2013, and I will finally retire in 2027 or 2028, depending on how things go from here. I've still got a few goals remaining that I want to accomplish before I put away my big utensils, including getting to at least 6 more new countries so I can reach my goal of having food challenge wins in all 50 states and 50 countries as well. In the meantime, I'm starting my transition over to what I'll be doing next as a social media dietitian moving forward. In August 2016, I went back to Missouri State University in Springfield, Missouri to get a Bachelor of Science degree in Dietetics, which I finished in May 2019. Then, in July 2021, my now fiancée Katina Eats Kilos and I moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin so that I could complete a required 1,200-hour dietetic internship while working on a Master of Science degree in Dietetics at Mount Mary University. I finished the internship in May 2022, and after many hours of intense studying, I passed the National RD Credentialing exam on my very first try in November 2023. Katina and I moved to South Nashville, Tennessee in January 2024, and I finally completed my master's degree later that year in December 2024. Since 2019, I have been a certified personal trainer through ACSM, the American College of Sports Medicine, so I am qualified to also help with your fitness goals as well. This past November and December 2025, I filmed enough food challenge videos for my main channel to get us through to the end of June later this year. Because of that, I've got lots of time now to work on developing this new YouTube channel and continue Operation Atlas, which actually started back 1 month ago on Monday, January 5th. I'm using that name now, Operation Atlas, for this current fat loss phase rather than calling it a sexification like I used to previously. The next few months of videos will be similar to the ones posted years ago on my main channel when I underwent consistently focused 12 to 15 week-long sexifications or weight loss journeys. Big thanks to everybody who watched those, and actually links to those playlists on my RandySantel.com website are listed in the description. Those of you who did follow along with those videos know that I have been working on a nutrition education system called the Bowling Diet, and I'll get more detailed into all of that as I continue posting new weekly videos and live streams as well. I've been using the Bowling Diet system myself since 2012 when I first thought of the initial framework. Some videos will feature Katina, who has a Bachelor of Education degree in kinesiology from the University of Gonzaga in Spokane, Washington. We are both very, very excited for everything upcoming, and we're glad that you are too. I initially planned to start this channel back in September last year, 2025. I went and got 3 different tests done to help me document the baseline physique that I'm starting out with. I got a full comprehensive blood analysis to learn my current lipid profile, liver enzymes, hemoglobin A1C, testosterone levels, and complete blood count. I finally also got my first DEXA scan, which I have been wanting to do for many years to better understand my body composition and bone density. That was an interesting learning experience for sure, and I also took an RMR breath test to learn my resting metabolic rate. While each of those tests were done months ago, the results are still relevant and I will discuss them in upcoming videos. Like I said earlier, Operation Atlas officially began 1 month ago on Monday, January 5th. I started out weighing 328.2 pounds, which is 148.8 kilograms or 23.4 stones for everybody who uses those units. I'm 6'5" or 195 centimeters tall, and I'm really happy because 328.2 pounds, believe it or not, is my lowest starting weight for a long dieting period in many years. It's actually so low that this is the first time in forever where my goal isn't simply to lose 100 pounds or more. Like many other things, my current goals will be discussed in another upcoming video. This might come as a shock as well, but believe it or not, I will be editing most of the initial videos on this channel myself, with Katina's help and guidance, of course, since she knows a lot more about editing than I do. That will allow me to produce videos more frequently to better help all of you. As you can see, I'm showing off more of my before photos taken back on January 5th. I'll use these to compare and visualize my physique's progress as the weeks continue. In future videos, I'll talk more about my nutrition habits while dieting, and what I do for exercising, which mainly consists of weightlifting for resistance training and then lots of spinning on my stationary bike Stacy that I've been riding since 2019. Katina and I live near beautiful Radnor Lake State Park, which has lots of hiking trails, so we walk there whenever the weather is nice and we can make time. Along the way, I'll discuss rest and sleep, which are very important, and I'll even do videos on my cold water therapy regimen and the traditional dry sauna that is actually right next to me here in my storeroom/secondary office. I'll also cover topics that you all have questions about, so let me know some video ideas below in the comments as well. First things first though, the next few initial videos will cover those baseline tests to document where my physique started out at, both internally and externally. I'll get my blood work and body composition retested again in a few months before I start traveling again for food challenges to see how I've progressed. I'll document as much as possible, including the future test results, using this channel, and eventually I'll branch out and use it to document the development of my upcoming books, programs, and company, all centered around the bowling diet, which uses the analogy to help people throw strikes in all areas of their lives, starting with their nutrition, exercise, and sleep habits. I'll use this channel as a social media RDN to transform dieting and weight management into a fun game for everyone seeking to achieve the best version of themselves, both mentally and physically. In addition to questions and future video suggestions, please share what works for you or what has worked for you in the past while losing weight. I'll get back to all the comments I can. I'm excited to read them and of course learn from all of your feedback, so I know what future content to focus on. There is lots more upcoming, and thank you all so much for your time and support by watching this first video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Win before you begin, throw strikes, and dominate all of your goals.